What's up, guys? Luke
and Chris back again with another Gaming Week in Review podcast,
where we talk about the things that have interested us in the world of video games each and every week.
Now, before we jump into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell, turn that thing on, get our notifications, lets you know when we're doing our thing.
Yeah.
All right, with that being said,
let's get right into it. All right, guys, good to be back, and hopefully everyone had a wonderful week. We have a lot of stuff to go over and talk about, but before we do that, we have a little segment we like to call the comment of the week. It's the comment of the week. It's the comment of the week.
Could that by chance be the weekly comment?
And this week's comment of the week.
Oh my god.
If you haven't noticed, we updated just a few things in the stream. And this week's comment of the week is video. This week's comment of the week is, are you gonna post another video? And we kind of got together, we had a little bit of a powwow, and we decided yes. Moving on. Next thing. Thank you so much for your comment, by the way.
Thank you very much.
We are back, and we're happy to be back. Moving on, because we have a lot to go through, guys. We had a Nintendo Direct.
Yep.
And then we had a State of Play.
Yep.
And then we had an Xbox Showcase.
Yep.
And all within a week's time. So there's no way. Yeah, and you were sick.
I was sleeping most of the week.
And I didn't have a chance to watch any of those until...
He was covering me.
Yeah, like 3 hours ago? Yeah, so...
It was like 2.5, maybe.
Yeah, so we kind of... Well, you were able to watch
I did watch a showcase.
Yeah, you did watch a showcase.
From 3 months ago.
Yeah, he watched an Xbox Showcase.
I took notes and I was like, Scorn. Oh, Silk Song? Sick! Oh, High on Life. I've already heard about that one.
Dude.
Oh, like,
number one rule of showcase reactions,
check the date.
You always check when it was posted, because there's so many out there. When you type in Xbox Showcase 2022, there's already been like 2 or 3 of them. So you're not gonna get, most likely, the newest one. You're gonna get the one that has the most views and likes and comments and all that stuff. So he watched one from 3 months ago. I
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. He actually had some picked out some games that he wanted to talk about and stuff. And
news now, whatever.
And yeah, it's old news. It's new news for him, but it's old news for all of you guys. So
I play indie games, okay?
So don't worry, I tethered him a little bit, and we're gonna talk about the showcases that took place this week. First thing was It Takes Two got a port to Switch.
Yes,
that's kind of cool. We actually streamed.
That's more of a Switchy type game. Well, yeah. Except you need 2 full controllers to play that.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, you kind of do, huh?
Because each thing had its own, like...
Yeah, so you would need 2 Pro controllers or 2 sets of Joy-Cons. And I thought it was kind of cool that you could actually do tabletop mode, and you could do split screen on that, like, tiny little screen.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool idea. But
dermatologists are gonna love. Is it dermatologists? Eye doctors?
Eye doctors for sure. Yeah.
I forget. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but
they'll have the perfect lenses to really, zoom in on that. It's gonna be hard to see, but you know where I think they fumbled is they should have had it set up so you could have 2 switches connect together, and you could play one on each switch.
I like that download play stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, where's download play on the Switch? I haven't seen it.
Doesn't Mario Party have something? I mean, I haven't played Mario Party.
Yeah,
no, I did play
Mario Party.
I did play
Friends?
Yeah.
Friends?
What are those?
I got my dog and I got my fiance.
Yeah.
I don't play online anything.
Yeah, I got you too, buddy.
I appreciate that, man.
Love you. Yeah, I feel like they kind of fumbled there, but it's still cool. It Takes Two on the Switch.
I think where they fumbled is they don't let you play as Mario and Luigi, or like Peach and Mario, going through a.
That would be cool.
Nintendo exclusive content, because everyone who's gonna play it has already played it. Probably.
Oh, that'd be cool if there was some unlockable characters or something.
Like when they
after
ported
you beat
Skyrim, it's like, hey, here's some Zelda stuff.
Yeah.
If you're gonna port games that we've had for over a year to the Switch, give us some Nintendo content.
Yeah, speaking of which, we have some Skyrim news for a little bit later. But before that, we have fun games and like fresh. Well, it's not fresh, but it's somewhat fresh.
Better than last year.
It's fresh to the U.S. Fatal Frame.
Oh,
Launch of the lunar eclipse. This game is a game that was only it's gnarly, and it was only released in Japan, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe for the PS3.
This looks like a PS. Yeah, it does look like a PS3 game.
Yeah, look at the like textures.
Yeah. Oh, the boob jiggle.
Of course. That's for that era of time. They like if there was not a boob jiggle, then there was something wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boob jiggle aside, I love Fatal Frame.
Yeah, this game looks freaking absolutely sick.
Mm-hmm.
I actually haven't played any of the Fatal Frame games, and I feel sorry for that.
Blackwater, what is it called? Blackwater? I don't know. Black River or something like that. It's on the Switch. You should probably start with that one.
Really?
Yeah, that way you're not having to track down an Xbox copy. And that's gonna cost you a lot of money. And this is not a cheap series.
And I feel like this game would be really fun on Switch.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think it would really work. So yeah, I'll probably track that one down and see if it's for me. I think it would be, but you know, it is kind of, you know, it's like Silent Hill, right?
So Silent Hill is more combat based. This is Pokemon Snap with demons.
Silent Hill isn't combat based. Well,
then there's no combat in this game, so it's more combat based than Fatal Frame.
Oh, okay.
Fatal Frame is like survival horror Pokemon Snap.
Oh yeah.
But the way it does it is really good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks really cool. I like survival horror games where you don't have like a big giant sword or BFG. That's kind of cool.
Or even a wrench. You have nothing to really. I mean, now granted, the camera does ward off demons and evil spirits, so it is kind of combat.
Yeah.
Especially if you time it right or get the better picture you have, the more damage it does to the demon.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's like Blair Witch. Have you played the new Blair Witch game?
I didn't know there was a Blair Witch game.
Yeah, there was a Blair Witch game. It came out like a couple of years ago, but basically it was the same sort of idea, but you had light. You had a light.
Yeah.
So you would shine the light on the demon, and it would evaporate or run away or something. So it's a really good survival horror game. I played through the whole thing on stream actually. So.
Is it kind of like Alien Isolation? That's the vibe I would get from a Blair Witch game. Is like. Kind of plays like Alien Isolation in the forest.
Not really. It's a puzzle. Like there's a lot of puzzle solving and stuff, and like there's like areas where you're not gonna get attacked. Whereas like with Alien Isolation, the big draw was like you never know when you're gonna. He's like relentless. You're gonna get freaking destroyed.
That game's intense.
So yeah, Fatal Frame, really cool one. We're excited for it. Tunic, just a quick honorable mention. Like Tunic, finally Switch, that works.
It does.
If you don't know what Tunic is, then look it up.
Yep.
Moving on, Final Fantasy, the Rhythm Final Bar line. Now, we're not, both of us aren't, both of us aren't Final Fantasy fans, but do you like rhythm games?
Oh, I do like rhythm games.
Yeah, you do like rhythm games. This is a rhythm game. It's got
it's
Final Fantasy
rhythm,
skin.
Right? Theater Rhythm from the 3DS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. It's Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm with, you know, I'm sure that undeniable that Final Fantasy has some pretty good jams in it.
Right. That is true.
So they just use, you know, they use the jams for Final Fantasy. That's the only commonality that it has with the old Final Fantasy game. So it's not a snore, and it's a rhythm game. I think, I don't know. It sounds fun. I haven't played it. But it's something that's Final Fantasy related that I might actually like. Kind of like the Pokemon games. I don't play a lot of the new Pokemon games. Scarlet and Violet, probably not going to play. I like Legends a little bit.
I might play it. I want to try to play a Pokemon game all the way through. The only one I ever played is Crystal.
Really?
Any other of them, I would just get bored before the second town.
That's the issue with Pokemon games, is you get bored before you can finish it.
Unless you're like super addicted to these like dogfight simulators with cute little creatures.
Yeah.
But unless you're really into that,
it's like there's not enough depth to carry you through. I feel like, but you know,
I think it'd be kind of funny if they made a story where like maybe fighting Pokemon is illegal. Although I don't think because that treads on like real.
That would never. No, they would
they'd
never
make that.
do that.
But
yeah.
you cannot deny that would not be an interesting story. Like you're an underground Pokemon fighter in a modern day or something.
You're like the drug dealer equivalent of a Pokemon trainer.
I don't know, maybe a Pokemon for a more mature audience, not like blood and gore or anything, but just like more suggestive themes. Because we've done the same thing for God knows how long now.
Yeah. It's never gonna happen. It's a kid's game.
Mike Vick can be on the cover just like Madden 2004. Except instead of a football, it's a Pokemon.
He doesn't have a football, he's a Pokeball.
Yes!
It's an Arcanine. Oh my god. We're
demonetized. Moving on.
Where were we? Yeah, so Pokemon games, finishing them. I
How did we
have finished them before, but because we're talking about the Final Fantasy.
Of course, naturally.
So offshoot Pokemon games, I actually can get down with.
Right.
Pokemon Puzzle Challenge is a really fun.
Pokemon Ranger was one of my favorites growing up.
Yep, Pokemon Ranger. The Mystery Dungeon games are alright. The what else? Pokemon Pinball I enjoyed.
Explorer, maybe. I don't know if you played the Explorer series.
I haven't.
Explorers of the Sky, Explorers of the Sea,
yeah,
etc., etc.
So the offshoots I'm okay with.
Yeah.
So this is kind of similar.
Are you telling me when a company does something different, you enjoy it?
Yes.
That's weird.
I am telling you.
Anytime I think of Final Fantasy and music, I think of the line from Scott Pilgrim where it's like, hey guys, check it out. I learned the bass line to the Final Fantasy, and he just starts playing it while other people are arguing.
Yeah. So yeah, excited for that one. Next one is that one. Next one is a game called Mario Rabbids Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. And I really liked the first Mario Rabbids game. All right. Chris, did you ever play it?
I did not get around to it, but I do like Breach and Clear, which it does kind of remind me of. Okay. I also don't mind XCOM. I like the world for XCOM, and I think the gameplay's okay. And I know this is kind of like Nintendo's XCOM. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. But... Yes, it is. It's a lot like XCOM. It's a tactical RPG.
Yeah.
It's turn-based, and I typically don't like turn-based RPGs, but I do like tactical ones because it's almost like a game of chess.
Yeah.
Not saying that I'm a good chess player. I absolutely suck. I'm not really good.
I could definitely beat you in chess. That's what we're talking about here.
I think you could. I mean, chess is a game where you're thinking 10 steps ahead.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a face value. I'm like, ask a question, I'll answer it. I can maybe go a couple steps ahead, but I'm not the type of guy that's gonna have this elaborate plan that is completely thought out. I'm a go-getter. I just go and do things.
This looks insane.
So, these games, you wouldn't think they would appeal to me, but I actually really like it. Yeah. It has a ton of character, too. The Rabbids bring new life to the Mario, franchise. And
never thought that something I thought I'd hear in my life.
It does, because they're hilarious.
Right.
Look at this. They're just funny. That they have a lot of personality, and it's just very humorous. Yeah. So they do a great job of kind of blending the two worlds, and it's developed by Ubisoft.
Weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so what an unlikely combination, but it just works, and I love it. So more Mario Rabbids coming soon. Super excited for that. I still need to finish the DLC for the first one, but that's gonna be pretty badass. Moving on, Super Nintendo World Hollywood. Just quick mention. Super Nintendo World is coming to Hollywood Universal Studios.
Oh,
which isn't far from here.
No, it's not.
So that's actually something that is attainable for us. We're in Idaho, if you guys don't know. So we're pretty close to the West Coast. It would be a jaunt. It's it's a 16-hour road trip, 3-hour flight, but it's still doable.
We drove to Disneyland. Well,
Disneyland.
My mom drove. I was a kid. But...
So Universal Studios is actually closer to us than Disneyland.
Yep.
So it's attainable, right? Orlando would have been sort of attainable, but probably never would do it because, you definitely have to fly. and I've never been to Florida, so I'm not like very comfortable there.
Yeah.
Dude, I grew up in Southern California.
Yeah, you know,
I can tell you every square inch of freaking Universal Studios. I had season passes.
NorCal for like a couple of years?
No.
I was in Northern California.
No, Washington.
Huh?
Washington. I lived in Washington.
No, I was saying, I think, because I lived in Orange County for like 2 years, but I don't know where that is, because I was.
Oh, that's
like,
Southern.
Southern.
Yeah,
Okay,
Orange
SoCal
County.
too.
Yeah, Orange County is
SoCal Brothers.
Disneyland. Yeah, SoCal Brothers.
I was there
Only
for 2
completely
years.
different time, and you were how old?
Like 11.
11. Okay, all right. I think I was there when I was
11 and 12. I hopped a fence to go skate somewhere, and that was the
Oh,
whole
that's
experience.
cool. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good experience, though.
Until like cop took me home to my dad's house.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He was like, I found your son trespassing.
He, like, held you by your
like,
collar.
Get out!
You're like, yeah! Let me go! Let me go!
Yeah, I was a tiny kid. I was tiny until I was like 17, and then I was like, boop. Yeah. I was an infant until I was 17.
That is awesome.
Anyways.
So yeah, Mario, Super Mario World coming to Hollywood.
Very cool.
Very, 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 very cool. Next game, Bayonetta.
Yes, Bayonetta 3, the
Somehow
long-awaited game.
We talked to our producers and they allowed us to show this trailer. It is a little bit sexualized, but that's kind of Bayonetta for you.
Funny enough. So if you guys don't know the story of Bayonetta, do you know the story of Bayonetta?
I actually don't, no.
So her hair is her power. It's also her suit. So anytime she uses her hair, it takes away from her suit, which leaves her exposed, which has a gameplay element. Now also keep in mind, it's just straight up fan service.
Yeah.
And they even have a not safe for work mode supposedly in this, where it's just going to be straight up like she's
her in the nude.
Yeah, pretty much
the whole time.
Yeah. Which if you're an adult,
perfect for a Nintendo IP. Like who would yeah? It's
I
great.
don't know about for a Nintendo IP.
So glad this is on the child-friendly Nintendo.
Yeah, but if you look at the lineup of some PS or some Nintendo games, there really are some like adult-only Nintendo games. Leisure Suit Larry got ported to the Switch.
Okay.
And,
oh, really?
Yep.
Oh my god.
I don't have it, but it's not my kind of game.
Yeah.
But Bayonetta is my kind of game because the gameplay is sick and the not safe for work mode can be toggled off, so you can still play safe for work mode.
Cool.
And supposedly, if you have that's pretty close right there.
Yeah.
But that's still that's a bathing suit.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
But
I guess I don't know.
If you have parental controls on your system, your parents can allow you special privileges to play this M-rated game. With like if they're okay with it.
Yeah.
But they won't let you enable not safe for work mode, which I think is kind of funny that they went through all that trouble just to program that in.
Well, it's Nintendo.
Because Nintendo really does care about what kids are consuming and what's happening. So
yeah.
That's kind of cool if that's what you're if you're into.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't care about
guess
this character. I like Bayonetta. This character looks annoying.
Yeah, she looks.
I'm already annoyed by her.
Yeah, I'm annoyed by her face. Moving
on. I've heard her talk. You haven't. Although she can swing, which is sick.
Yeah, that is really cool. Bayonetta 3 coming soon. Next one, Sifu.
You know what Sifu looks like?
Yes, you guys know what Sifu looks like. Yeah, this game is absolutely bananas. Super good game. It makes you feel so good.
It's John Wick.
Yeah, it's John Wick Kung Fu Edition, and you've beaten it.
I have beaten it.
I've been playing.
Very difficult to beat.
Yeah, I've put like 20 or so hours in it, and I probably could have beaten it by now, but I keep going back because I'm like, crap, I'm old. So I'll go like back to the beginning and get more power-ups.
Funny you mentioned strategy and thinking ahead, because you really do, like, it's not about being really good at the game. It's more about when should I use my respawns? What levels are so ridiculously unfair that I need to use my respawns? Now, I beat the game on the hardest difficulty.
Wow.
But they just released a run where everything is a one-hit kill. So everybody is a one-hit kill, but you are also a one-hit kill, and there are no saves.
That's badass.
So you have to beat the whole game in one sitting.
Wow.
Without getting hit.
Permadeath?
Well, not permadeath. You can start over.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying, like, for your whole run, if you die, you can't start over at that level. You have to go back to the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to probably try to play that, but I also have to kind of get back into Sifu. And the way I get back into Sifu is I watch a bunch of old Chinese fighting movies.
Yeah, then you want to play
Because I watch people like... And I was like...
I did that!
I did, yeah.
Virtually with my thumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sifu is a great game. If you guys have not checked it out, check it out. It's fantastic, and you know, I think it fits on the Switch.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be great.
How well it's gonna run. I mean, it's a very demanding game, but we'll see. I'm sure they've taken some kind of shortcut, probably simplified the backgrounds. I don't really mind that.
Yeah. Play it on PS5 if you can, but if you don't have a choice, it's good that it's on Switch too.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a couple games actually on this that I'm like, it's cool that it's
the pickup and playability of its level-based game design is great for the Switch.
Sure.
And portability.
Yeah.
Now this next game, we wanted to kind of shout out a lower tier like indie game. We just want to give them a small shout out. So this is the next game we're going to talk about.
What?
Zelda 2?
Oh yeah. That indie game.
Yes. So
now I'm tracking.
A small little game called Breath of the Wild
2,
Tears of the Kingdom, got some footage and it's not getting a lot of traffic. So we wanted to, on our large platform,
I played the role of our viewers.
Yeah, right.
I was like,
what?
I'm like looking at the script like, what?
Yeah.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Here
what were you saying? Sorry.
I was just continuing on.
Playing on. Okay, so yeah. Sorry, I screwed that one up.
No, you're all good.
Breath of the Wild 2, basically. I think we all know what to expect here. It's an open world Zelda game.
I think they're going to step it up a notch, honestly. With how long this game has been in production, I mean, yes, the graphics look borderline the exact same, maybe a little cleaner.
Looks like the same game.
I mean, there are definitely fidelity upgrades to it. Like, it does look better.
Does it?
Yes. Specifically,
I guess the black and white there, that's kind of...
The environments, the clouds, the color palette, like...
I'm sure Link has some new power-ups.
Definitely. Oh, yeah, already we got this flying thing, which looks cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Now, this trailer is something.
Yeah.
But the previous trailer with the demonic screeching in the background,
right,
the backwards lettering and whispering and song, that had me really intrigued as to, like, this is going to be a messed up Zelda game.
Yeah.
And I really hope we get that because we haven't had a messed up Zelda game in a long time.
You know what this makes me think?
What?
This game is unfinished.
Absolutely.
Like, because, like, they don't show any, like, actual anything.
Yeah, but
it's
going
just
to
like
release
him falling
halfway
out of the
through
sky.
next year.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, that's a good point. It is actually unfinished.
Yeah.
But yeah, something to look forward to.
You can tell the engine's finished, though. You can see the backgrounds. This isn't pre-rendered.
Well, it's the engine of the last game, I'm sure. They probably took the engine of the last game
and did some upgrades.
Yeah, they just changed they made a whole new game with an engine that's already established.
Yeah.
So they probably upgraded the fidelity a little bit, frame rates a little better.
I think they worked on the story most of all.
Mm-hmm.
With it being Zelda, that's usually like Zelda games. They need to have that story, or else they're just not there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We all know it's gonna be a good game, and Nintendo's not gonna finish or release an unfinished Zelda game.
No.
When have they ever done that in their history?
That's like Nintendo's the only company that's still releasing finished games at launch.
Yeah. Like with Nintendo IPs, I don't ever feel like I need to download like a day one patch or anything.
Yep.
Like maybe there is a patch. Maybe they did a few.
Yeah, no,
things.
they do release patches, but they also give you the option to play without them.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, you know, I think this game's gonna be fantastic. We all know it. We know it's Zelda. We don't need to spend much more time.
Don't hype it up too much, because, you know.
Yeah, don't hype it up too much because
it
might be a little underwhelming, but I think it's gonna be good.
I want a new 2D Zelda game. Personally, like I want a new side scroller, or like I want a new
top down, like a top down.
You know what? Legend of Zelda, Link's Adventure, or Zelda 2.
Link to the Past.
No, I love
Adventure of Link.
Adventure of Link.
Yeah.
That game was super ahead of its time, and the NES just couldn't really keep up with what it was trying to do.
Yeah.
I think if any game needs a remake, it's Zelda 2.
Ooh.
It's got a good story.
Yeah.
And we've got side scrollers down to a T.
Yeah.
We've also got open world games down to a T.
Yeah.
Let's get a Zelda 2 remaster.
It's not gonna happen.
Remake.
It's not gonna happen.
It's
just too loathed by the Zelda community. But I'd take a Zelda 1 remake. Not a remaster. Screw remasters with those games. Those games need a remake. An original Zelda remake. or Link to the Past
Link
remake.
to the Past remake.
Yeah, that's the one.
That one's got a lot more substance than
yeah, Zelda 1 is legendary, but Link to the Past is like legendary refined.
I just feel like those games hold up for their time.
Yeah.
Zelda 2 does not, because it was too far ahead of, like, they weren't ready for a big It's same with Castlevania 2. No, I mean, like, it's great ideas, but like it just wasn't ready.
If the best ideas got their shine, then yeah, I think Zelda 2 would.
But if the best ideas got their shine, we wouldn't have the wake up call.
That's true. Did we miss the wake up call?
We did. Today? It's Belmonts Revenge.
Dang it.
Go play it. It's fun. Came out a long time ago.
No, we're gonna do the wake up call. We're just not gonna do it. We just went right into the showcase. We're gonna give the wake up call at the end. Next game is Tekken 8. This was actually, so now we're shifting from Nintendo to PlayStation. Tekken 8. It's Tekken, but it's Tekken just absolutely gorgeous. It's a total hype trailer here. There's no actual gameplay that I can really see. But it looks absolutely gorgeous. And look at the scene. Freaking just super badass. And I think this is going to be kind of a fun one to get hyped for. We haven't had a whole lot of cool 3D fighting games get announced lately. So this looks pretty awesome. I like the graphics. I'm sure it's going to be, very similar to previous Tekken games as far as gameplay and mechanics go. I always like Tekken fighting games because they're not like button mashers.
Yeah, like they're very technical.
Yeah, they're very technical.
Hence the name.
And they're very much about timing, like popping the guy in the air and then like having that perfect timing.
Yeah.
To combo him on the way down.
Tekken 3 is best Tekken.
Oh man, the Tekken Tag Tournament's my favorite. Like I freaking love.
That's on the PS2, right?
Yep, that's a PS2 game.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, it's a really good one, and maybe
I'm a King of Fighters guy.
I mean, they're great too. Dead or Alive, like there's some good.
I'm not
fighting
weighty
games.
enough to play Dead or Alive.
You're what?
It makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, the
like I can't
naked
play that
women
around. Like if somebody walks in
or the halfway
room when I'm
women?
playing Dead or Alive,
you're gonna feel like
it's gonna be so weird.
Yeah, but like there's only a few like girl characters. Like
has it calmed down?
Well, I mean, it's still like, of course, the girl characters are like sexualized, but it's not. I don't know. I feel like Dead or Alive gets a bad rap for that, like the Extreme Beach Volleyball and like those games. That game was absolutely gorgeous, and I know we're getting off track here because we're talking about Tekken, but Dead or Alive 3 on the original Xbox still looks amazing.
Dead or Alive on the 3DS looks incredible.
Dude, so good with the snow effects and stuff. That game was way ahead of its time.
I own the game, so I'll check it out. I think.
Dude, Dead or Alive 3. Dead or Alive 3 is freaking so good.
All right, I'll play it.
Yeah, try it out. I think you'd like it, and I also think they would like Tekken 8.
Yes.
So if you're into Tekken, like, you know what to expect, same kind of thing. You know what to expect, but on another level. Moving on, we have...
What we got?
Next game is Star Wars Tales of the Galaxy's Edge. This is a VR game. Chris isn't going to have much to say about this. I'm actually really excited for this.
Star Wars.
Dude, Star Wars and shooting guns, and it's like not about the Jedi this time around. I kind of like this idea, and it's a full story. Hopefully it's a good story. And it's Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. So we have some familiar landscape here and some semi-familiar assets and stuff like that. And it's full immersion inside of VR. I think this is really cool.
You get to pilot a spaceship. Really cool too.
Maybe I don't know. Like
I want a video game that you know how like
familiar characters.
Han Solo's always talking about how he did the Kessel Run in like 7 parsecs.
Ooh,
I want to.
That'd be sick.
I want to do the Kessel Run.
Yeah.
I want to do the heist before the Kessel Run, and then have to do the Kessel Run as a getaway. That'd be a sick game.
Listen to him. Who's developing this?
Lucasfilms.
Yeah, listen.
Lucasfilm Games is back.
Cool. Sweet. Well, welcome back, Lucasfilms, and welcome for the first time, Star Wars Tales of the Galaxy's Edge in VR. Really cool stuff. Moving on. So we got Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't get video for this.
It's alright. You know what Harry Potter looks like. So
yeah, you guys know.
This is a new like story trailer following the Slytherin, which actually Slytherin are not bad guys for once, which is nice because they're just like kids. You know, the movie really hyper bullyized.
Oh yeah, they were always like the bad guys.
Yeah,
right?
but in the books, like they were like jerks, but it was only because he had ties to Voldemort. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm relatively new to the Harry Potter franchise, and I'm still having trouble caring. But as far as like Slytherin goes, I always kind of liked their vibe, the green and the black. It looks cool. And this story isn't gonna demonize them. It's like, why is Crucio banned? You can save lives with this. And then they're kids, and their kids are stupid. They go out and they try it, and then there's a bunch of zombies.
Yeah.
Then you gotta kill zombies.
Yep.
Cool.
So they didn't like purposely be idiots. They just kind of accidentally.
No, they actually did it with good intentions.
Yeah.
They're like, why is a spell that can save a life bad? Why is it a forbidden spell?
Oh.
Because kids don't understand. Like, there's more to it than just no.
Yeah.
And I like that story.
Yeah,
I think it works for Harry Potter because you have a bunch of kids learning magic.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some like.
Yeah, there's gonna be some bad spells cast.
Exactly.
Here or there. Yeah, I actually like that. I'm a little more excited.
That's just one of the stories.
Okay.
Supposedly each house is gonna have its own story. This is Slytherin's story.
Oh, okay. So hopefully there's some good content here. I'm just concerned about the gameplay. Sometimes games like
gameplay trailer.
I actually haven't.
It looks really good.
Does it look good?
It looks promising.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this had enough time in the oven, because like how many times have we seen stuff like this where we're like super hyped? It's like it's a big IP title, and then it comes out and we're like really underwhelmed.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's good.
Hopefully.
I'm excited for anyone that's gonna play it. I'm probably not gonna play it though.
I might.
I might try it.
Watch Cora play it more because she's a much bigger Star Wars fan than Harry Potter fan than me.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about Star Wars.
Hogwarts or I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. But yeah, like
Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, exciting stuff. Moving on, we got Pacific Drive. This is a new IP, I think,
yes,
right?
It's a brand new IP. I'm super excited for it. It combines all my favorite genres, racing and survival horror. I'm not sure about the horror aspects, but I think it's going to be a little stressful.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm not stoked about why they couldn't just use PS5 gameplay for the trailer.
Well, they're
like PS5 and PC.
Yeah, well, I think the PC is for the cutscenes and the PS5 is the gameplay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like this part is like rendered on PC. I don't know if it's I know why they did it. It's because it's easier to do it this way.
Of course.
So that's why they did it. But
yeah,
this is all gonna look the same on the PS5.
You got an old wagon, and it says "Departed, help yourself."
This looks like an ex-Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Like that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a bootlegged like Ghostbusters car replica.
I love the aesthetic, the 80s technology,
yep.
LCD screen, stuff like that.
Yep. Retro future.
Compass is going nuts.
Yep.
Finish fixing your car. Get back on the road. I'm too excited.
Yeah. Dude, that's badass. I mean, like, this game...
It's a new game.
Yeah, yep. It's a new game. It's a new idea.
And have you noticed how many storms are happening with, like, PS5 games?
Looking. Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a lot of storms going on, and I think it's because now we have the processing power to, like, actually do that stuff.
Do that, yeah.
So it's cool to see, like...
all this stuff
I don't think this is a game that could have
and...
been made on a different system. And that's what I like to see with exclusives is, like...
Yep.
It's on this system because it needs to be.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. That's a great point. There's so much stuff going on. Rain's falling down. The thunder and lightning's going off. The wind's blowing. There's stuff flying up in front of you, and that's SSD. That's the solid state drive technology. Is able to load in and render that stuff in real time.
Come in 2023. Ooh, baby, I cannot wait.
This game looks really cool. We're super excited. And we've kind of classified it as, or at least I did earlier, as a driving survival game.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Survival.
It's a survival genre. maybe
New genre.
inventing a new genre. Yep.
That's what I like to see in 2023.
Yeah, super good stuff. God of War Ragnarok. Got some more
that's
story stuff.
God of War.
Yeah, it's God of War, and it looks really good. Definitely looks like a jump in graphical capability.
Absolutely.
It looks better than God of War, and how the hell do you do that?
Combat looks quicker, too.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm more excited for, because I didn't really like 2018 God of War. I mean, I'm currently, right now, I am playing old God of War, the first one. And I'm having way more fun than I ever did with the remake, or the continuation.
Well, yeah, because he's, like, not, like...
Boy.
Yeah.
Boy!
He kind of lost his, like, badass personality. He's still a badass.
He is still a badass, but...
He's different.
What I like about the story is the story actually has depth to it.
Yeah, that's true.
He has gone down the road of violence.
Yeah.
He's been there.
In the original ones, there isn't much story. He just...
Oh, no, there's tons of story.
He just bangs chicks and slays gods.
No, there's tons of story in the original, though. There is.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So all the cutscenes I remember is him just... bedding a couple women and then like getting up and
that was
going
the very
and slaying
beginning
more
of the
gods.
game.
Yeah.
But no, the story is that, and I could be a little wrong on this because I'm still playing it, but he was almost bested in battle, and he said, "Ares, the god of war, I call out to you, defeat my enemy, and my life is yours." And as he was like, and his life became consumed by war, and as he was out in war. His family was killed. And so when he came back, because Ares, basically used him as a puppet.
Yep.
And he was like, all right, that's it.
Yeah.
God's gonna die today.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
He straight up
sure as hell killed them all.
Yep. And he took his daughter and his wife's ashes and he put them on his body. That's why he's white. Those are the ashes of his family. And
okay, there's more depth than I thought.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. It is. But it's really good. The game's awesome. I actually was the other day, I was playing it, and Cora was playing Minecraft, my fiance, and I was like, "Hey, babe, who is the god of death?" And she's like, "That'd be Hades." And I'm like, "Hades." Thanks. It was like a puzzle. I don't know anything about Greek mythology. She loves Greek mythology, so we are a power team for this game, man.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Good stuff.
God of War.
God of War coming soon. Really exciting.
Probably the most anticipated game to come out in a while. Not for me, but for a lot of people.
Is it? It's next year, right?
Probably.
Yeah. I think it's 2023.
That'd be 2022.
No, it's 2023. It's gotta be, right? I think it's fall spring 2023.
Possibly.
Yeah. Look it up. As he's looking it up, I got some very special news I'm sure you guys are super excited for. Skyrim, yep, you heard me. Skyrim is coming out again.
No, there's November 9th this year.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's
super soon. Yeah, right around the corner.
Cool.
So, anyways, yeah, Skyrim coming out again. I know you guys are so excited. I mean, from that, hearing that news. No, actually, Skyrim is getting localized like 13 years later for Japanese language. So, I just thought I'd throw that in there. That was from the Japanese. No, it's the Tokyo Game Show.
Wow.
The Xbox attended. I just thought that was like.
Japan could play Skyrim.
Yeah, they get to play Skyrim, and Bethesda has an excuse.
Really wanted to play Skyrim that lives in Japan has already played Skyrim. They found a way.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, there's like a gajillion
Bethesda,
mods.
Work on Starfield. Shut up. Go work on Starfield.
Yeah.
Just get that
Bethesda needs
game
something
done.
Yeah, Bethesda needs something to fill in their space for
you can give
Starfield.
Me my new Doom. I'd like a Doom.
Yeah, and Doom and all the other good games. And they're like, let's beat this dead horse in Japan now. Because the Americans and the Europeans, they're done. They've been melted to death with Skyrim.
Yeah.
Let's bring it to Asia, everybody. Anyways, moving on, because we've talked way too much about that. We have our next game that kind of intrigued me a little bit.
Man.
Like, wait, this is Pokemon, right?
I mean, if that's what you want to go with, yeah. I mean, it looks just like Pokemon.
What was that? A gun?
Yep, it's guns.
Yep. She's got a gun. She's on horseback, hanging out with cutesy little Pokemon.
which look exactly like their counterparts for Pokemon.
Dude, these look like Pokemon. They're almost better than Pokemon. Like, these are cute and cuddly. Pokemon have gotten kind of weird lately.
Well, that's because...
And now they're shooting wild Pokemon. That's an Eevee. Or a,
Flareon.
Flareon. Yep, total. Freaking Gyarados. Yep. Oh my... That's awesome.
That is sick.
Shooting more guns. Like, this looks cool.
That poor sheep.
That poor sheep but that sheep is probably like one of its traits is to absorb bullets. So,
whoa, destructible environments.
Yeah, and you're using your pals to, like, you know, manufacture assault weapons. Isn't that just dandy?
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, the Electabuzz is covering you up. Bowser's hanging out, digging for treasure. You're fishing. Like, this looks cool.
This looks morbid.
No, this looks freaking awesome. This looks like it looks like a freaking Pokemon game that I could play.
Pokemon could do something different, and then here it is. So.
Here it is, yeah. Pal World is what it's called.
Get it before they get a cease and desist.
Yeah, totally, man. Like,
hey guys, this is a limited release of the game. Does it have anything to do with the fact that Pokemon's gonna sue you? Nah, it's just limited release.
Yeah, limited release. You know, just don't worry about it. No, it's like I think it's like almost like a Pokemon for a more mature audience.
I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what they're going for. So, I think that I think it's gonna be cool. I'm excited for it. Are you excited for it?
Somewhat.
Somewhat, kind of.
It looks like an open world game, so I couldn't care.
It's a good point. That is a good point. I'm not a big open world guy, but I gotta try. I gotta support this.
I want to play it when it comes out on Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. It's gonna be on Game Pass, huh?
I'll play it.
More than likely.
I'll enjoy it for like probably 10 minutes, and then I'll be like, okay, the rest of the game is exactly like this, so I'm done.
No,
probably.
There's more creatures to meet. There's more areas to explore. There's more side quests to mindlessly go and finish. And then you get
you did not
XP
sell me
boost.
on the game. You did the opposite.
And then you get an article of clothing that somehow magically gives you an XP boost whenever you kill one of those precious little Pokemon. The pals.
Pals.
Yep.
Pals.
Go kill them.
Palamon.
Okay. Anyways, looks cool. I'm excited for it.
He's excited.
And he's not. Next game, Hellslinger.
I'm excited for this one.
Hellslinger is... Yeah, you talking about it.
It's a rhythm game that plays like Doom.
I couldn't get a video because...
How could you not be stoked?
Yeah, for reasons.
So Soul Eater... Or not Soul Eater. Demon Slinger? What is it called? Singer? Metal Singer?
Yeah, it's Metal Hell Singer.
Metal Hell Singer.
Yeah. It's a rhythm shooting game.
It's a rhythm FPS.
Yeah.
How many of those have you heard of? I'll answer for you. Probably like 2.
I've heard
none.
I've heard of one that's similar, and that's Pathless, right? Is it Pathless?
Pathless is not a rhythm game. It's more about momentum.
Oh,
you do have to find a rhythm, but it has nothing to do with music.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is very unique.
Very unique.
Pistol Whip is all I can think of.
Never.
And that's it's a VR game.
Okay, that's why.
It's a VR rhythm game. It's like Beat Saber, but it's a John Wick simulator.
Okay.
You've seen it. I think you've seen me play it.
I think so.
But yeah, this game looks freaking sick.
It does.
It's like Doom rhythm, right? Like, this looks freaking awesome. Next game, Moonscars. Please talk about it, because I don't remember.
Symphony of the Night, man. It's basically
yep.
like 32-bit.
Yep.
Symphony of the Night.
I'm glad you rescued me there.
It's gonna have some really nice artwork. I'm super stoked about the story and the aesthetics of it.
Yeah.
And I just love me a good Castlevania game.
Yeah. We all know Chris loves Metroidvania games, and that's what it is.
Yep.
We were just running out of time getting this set up, or I would have had more videos for you guys to watch. But go check it out on your own.
Absolutely.
Like,
please.
Moonscars, Hellsinger, or Metal Hellsinger, they're not on here because we just ran out of time.
Yep.
So go check those out. Next game and final game that I have a video for is Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. This game looks really, really interesting. It's not a game that's really up my alley all that much because it's kind of that online only sort of game, but it looks like it has some story elements to it. And who doesn't want to hang out with friends and go and bust ghosts together? Like that sounds pretty fun. Customize your own character, go in, hunt the ghost down, box him up, and probably get points and XP for it.
Yep.
You can also play as the ghost.
Yep.
That's kind of cool too.
Yeah, this is gonna play like Left 4 Dead.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, look at it. This is Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I would compare it.
Left 4 Dead 2, where you can control the zombies.
Well, I would compare it more to a Dead by Daylight.
No, because Dead by Daylight, you don't have defenses. You can set maybe some traps or something, but this, you have an active weapon against the ghosts.
Yeah.
And the ghosts have an active weapon against you. Whereas Dead by Daylight is one killer.
Yeah, one killer, yeah.
Who can move around, and his goal is to, like, capture you guys. This is straight up PvP, like...
Well, how do you know that, like, there's not multiple... there's
multiple ghosts.
There are multiple ghosts.
Yeah, it showed it. So I think it's gonna play like Left 4 Dead 2, which I have no issue with.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
great game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna play like Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, either way, it's intriguing. It interested us, and this is about what interested us in the world of video.
Us. Not
Us.
you.
Yeah, not you.
Us.
Yeah. But maybe we link up and we both meet in the middle and we're both interested in the same
Possibly.
stuff. Turnip Boy robs a bank. Sequel to what?
Turnip Boy commits tax evasion.
Yeah.
It's a fun Zelda-like, with a little bit of like Enter the Gungeon as far as the controls and shooting goes.
Yeah.
It's got really funny humor, fun art style, cutesy aesthetic.
Yep.
And of course, it's about a turnip that commits tax evasion, and then now he's robbing a bank.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's doing illegal stuff.
Absolutely.
And it's really fun. Spider Heck.
Party game.
Yeah, party game, yep. I'm glad you're remembering these, because, like, I saw it and I thought it was interesting, but I forgot what it was.
All in there.
Yep. Spider Heck.
Yeah, Spider Heck looks fun. It's kind of like Duck Game, but with lightsabers and...
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna control, like, what was it? Walrus attack or something? You got your right thumbstick,
like maybe like human
arm.
fall flat sort of thing, or there's some other brawlers out there that's like it, and like I'm sure you guys are screaming at the screen. What is it? It's like a hard to control brawler, and you're like trying to control your guy with probably like the triggers or something.
It is a 2D neon aesthetic version of Gang Beasts.
Yep. Really fun, and you have lightsabers, so it's just like the whole time, and everyone's getting
really
like
hectic,
smacked around.
But it's called Spider Heck.
Yeah, and it's hectic Spider Heck, and it's a really fun party game. If you got a couple people coming over, you're gonna hang out and play some video games. Not a bad choice.
No.
I feel like that would create a lot of fun memories.
Yeah. So. A Whale of a Time's another good one.
Yep.
It's a lot like it.
Yep. Next game, Yinglet. Yinglet. Do you remember that one?
Inglet.
Inglet.
Yeah. So Inglet is like, it's really hard to explain, but it's a platformer without platforms. If you're in a bubble, you can move freely and select your direction and your momentum. If you're out of a bubble, you lose momentum and you start to fall.
Yeah.
Now, it looks like there's also... You can stop in midair and kind of charge your direction, like a pull shot. And you can bounce. I think there's going to be some that bounce harder than others, so you have to kind of strategize what you want to do. I'm really excited for this one. It's got a very simplistic, minimalistic design, which is easy on the eyes, easy on the stress.
Yeah.
Also, everything you do
It's not a
stress-inducing
game.
an abstract poetry-like song.
Yeah.
Without words, but just like an abstract movement, abstract art. It just looks really cool.
Yeah. This game looks really fun. It's platforming without platforming, or platforming reimagined is what they kind of described it as. Looks really cool, and like you said, it's not stress-inducing. It's kind of a
probably
calming,
be difficult.
It's but it's calming to watch.
Yeah.
So it's something that you could sit and kind of play, and you're not like overwhelmed. Next game is Song of Iron. This is Song of Iron 2. There's a 1, and I'd like to kind of try it because I think it looks pretty cool. It's a side-scrolling hack and slash where you're playing as a sort of like a medieval, like Roman Empire warrior, but it looks like you're crossing into like futuristic realms and stuff, and you're you know, fighting guys with your sword, you're fighting guys with guns, and it's got this, you know, it's definitely an indie game, and looks like it'd be kind of fun if you gave it a chance. So you know, art style is a little different, but as I watched the trailer, I'm like, man, I need to try Song of Iron 1.
Yeah. And
if it's good, maybe it'll be a wake-up call game.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be more his thing. I like much faster paced games.
Yeah. It's something that like kind of intrigued me. I might not like it, but yeah,
try it.
Give it a try.
Probably be on Game Pass.
Born of Bread.
Born of Bread. This had a cute like.
God, thank God.
It was.
What was it?
It was the Mario Luigi spinoff thing.
Oh yeah. Born of Bread. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Like a cute sheep kid and a cute goat
thank
kid.
God for you, dude.
And
this podcast would be trash without you rescuing it.
It has pseudo 3D graphics, so there's a depth in the background, but the two characters are like playing almost like not puppet, but like a paper show.
Yeah.
And they kind of like do this, and it's got turn-based combat.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like Baby's first turn-based, which is like Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, Superstar Saga.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what the story's going to be.
Mario kind of.
I would have to assume it has something to do with bread.
Yeah.
In my expert opinion.
Well, it is Born of Bread.
Born of Bread.
Probably is like bread's offspring.
Possibly.
That's what I would imagine.
What's the next one?
Super cool stuff. And with that being overstated, I think that that's pretty much it for the stuff that we were excited for with all the showcase stuff. So there's way more than this. Yeah, guys, just to let you know,
was announced.
We didn't just run down everything.
Are farm simulators.
Yeah, tons of farm simulators.
Lots of farm simulators.
Tons of ports.
Yep.
Tons of remasters.
Indeed.
And not a whole lot of fresh stuff outside of this, in our opinion.
Yeah, we picked the stuff we thought was the most fresh.
But there is also like stuff that I know a lot of people really love.
Yeah.
Freaking Persona comes to mind.
Pikmin
there was
4.
Pikmin. There were some Pikmin announcements. So definitely go and check out the full Nintendo Direct, the full PlayStation State of Play, and the full Xbox Game Showcase. You're probably going to find some stuff that we didn't mention here. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer at the end because there is a lot more.
Before we continue, do you want to do a proper wake-up call?
Well, that's, I mean, kind of what we were planning on doing next. Yeah. Yep. So our wake-up call is not showing up here, so we're going to go ahead and do it.
Our wake-up call won't wake up.
Come on, wake-up call. Wake your butt up.
Why isn't it working? Oh, is that it?
Hold on. Hold on.
Give us a second.
And just a few technical difficulties. Well, I think I ran out of time to figure that one out.
It's all good.
Belmonts, Castlevania 2, Belmonts Revenge.
On the Game Boy.
Yep, we played this last week on our live stream. Should we plug the stream?
Sure.
Yeah. By the way, we do actually stream these podcasts. We don't talk about it much, but we do. These are actually streamed live. So if you guys are interested in this and would like to watch us play some video games afterwards,
not
then
tonight, but
yeah, not tonight.
Another time.
But most nights, definitely check it out. We'll have a link in the description below, so you can decide if you want to check it out. Yeah, we played this last week. It's a surprisingly fun game for the Game Boy. Castlevania. Yeah. I wish I had this as a kid. Like, this is a really good Game Boy Castlevania port. Mm-hmm. How many stages? Like, there's like 5 or 6 different stages.
5.
Kind of a Mega Man thing going on. 5. Kind of a Mega Man thing going on where you can pick what stage you go to first.
Of course, each stage has its own boss.
Yep. There's varying levels of difficulties and stuff like that. And yeah, we played it for a good like hour and a half, 2 hours. Yep. I got to like level 2 and like sputtered out halfway through, and you actually ended up beating it.
Not on stream.
Yeah, not on stream.
I beat 2
not.
bosses, and I almost beat the 3rd boss on stream, and then I went home and I beat it that night.
And like totally died how many times? It was like
500 maybe?
400, 500 or 600.
Because I didn't want to look up like what to do, so I have to figure out the bosses, like their lanes and what they do as far as their predestined things,
locations,
exactly,
and all that stuff.
Their attack patterns, and I'm not the quickest person on earth, so sometimes it takes me a while to get those patterns down.
Yeah, well, yeah, you do pretty good though. I've seen you progress through these games pretty well. So, and you have dedication. That's the one thing. Like, you have freaking perseverance.
Because I don't
with
have
video
attitude
games.
towards it. Like, I'm very rarely upset at a video game.
Dude, you don't get upset, and
I beat Valferis and I died like 800 something times.
Most people don't do that. Most people die like 3 or 4 times and they quit. But yeah, super good game, and that is our wake up call game that we believe has been slept on and deserves to be recognized. Who would have known? Castlevania on wake up call. You won't.
Threaten them.
That was
like, no, I will. I
will right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy a Game Boy from 8bitplus.
And Castlevania 2. Also from 8bitplus. We still have that, right?
I have not sold it yet.
Ooh, we have it available, and for a while.
$90.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's not a cheap game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we neglected to mention that, but they can get it on Switch.
Totally.
Yep. It's
Anniversary Collection.
Anniversary Collection.
You get Castlevania 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 on the Game Boy. And then you get Castlevania 4, Castlevania Bloodlines, and Dracula X, I think. You also get Kid Dracula, which only came out in Japan.
Yep.
So you get the first localized version of that. For speedrunning, you get the Japanese versions of all the games.
Yeah, yep.
And a super detailed manual/guide art book to go through.
Wow.
$20.
Dude.
Best value. And then when you beat that, the Castlevania Advance Collection came out, which has 3 Game Boy Advance games.
All on Switch.
Game Boy Color? Yeah, 3 Game Boy Advance games, all on Switch.
For how much?
Oh, I think that one's also 20. So $40. Pretty much every good Castlevania game except Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood is on the Switch.
That's a hell of a deal.
That's a good deal.
That's a freaking deal and a half.
That's
dude.
a good deal.
That's a badass deal.
That's a certified deal.
Great deal. Go and check it out that way. Unless you're a collector, obviously, get the physical copy and the Game Boy version, and get a modded Game Boy, because I played it on that and it was really nice.
Oh yeah.
Now, I think that's
it for that.
Yeah, that's it for that. And now it's time for Limited Run News.
What's that?
What?
That thing over there.
Huh?
Do you see it?
Oh, that thing.
Yeah. What is it?
It's a little.
Oh, there it goes!
Oh my god, okay. Sorry,
I had to do a Blue's Clues moment, man. I've always wanted to.
I'm not connecting tonight.
It's okay.
We're
doing
missing
this
you.
way later than usual, so I get it.
I'm missing you. It's getting a little late. But this week, just like every other week, we're going to give you kind of an update on our limited run news. Bear with us. I don't have the extra details that I have had in the past, but...
Didn't print out, did it?
No, I didn't print it out because we didn't really need it.
Yeah, we didn't really have time anyways.
I didn't get the pricing of everything. So, guys, go check this out online. You guys don't need me to baby you through this. Go and check it out if you're interested in it. This is Carry On.
Yeah.
Can you talk about this?
Yeah, totally. So Carry On is kind of a flip on the survival horror genre where you are actually the monster.
Oh, yeah.
And it is based in a lab that you were created in. So you break out and you start stealing other stuff to make you yourself more powerful. Now, the only problem with this game is it's like 3 hours long. It is really short for its price tag.
Yep.
Now, if it had more of a story in that short time, I would not mind at all. But it's very.
Oh, it doesn't have a ton of story?
Not really.
Oh.
It's really slim on content. It's a great game. Highly recommend playing through it.
God, I love this like old school camera aesthetic to it.
Yeah,
and,
the game doesn't have
anime.
that.
Oh God,
The game is nothing like this. Actually, it's a pixelated game.
But is this in the game or no?
No. No, there's no cutscenes. This is like the only story you get in the game is this awesome animation. Which, I mean, this game is very derivative of The Thing.
Well, what you do is you watch this first and then you play Carry On.
Yes.
This is like, this hypes me up though.
Absolutely.
So
it kind of reminds me of old Game Boy games where you'd watch the trailer for Metroid 2 and then you play it and you kind of have to use your imagination.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this. This looks super cool. And
VHS
it has
edition.
A standard edition. This is for PS4 release, and it has a VHS edition. It's only $64.99, and you get a freaking VHS tape.
Yep.
And a soundtrack.
Yep.
And an 18 by 24 poster. Yep. And this freaking bad ass oversized plastic VHS clamshell.
It's beautiful. It really is.
Like, look at this staff pick. This is
Carry
so
On
cool. It
poster, too.
looks like it's straight from freaking Blockbuster, man. Hollywood Video. Warning: do not let out amorphous creature of unknown origin.
Anthropomorphous. Anthropomorphous.
Amorphous. I don't know. Anyways, looks really cool. I'm excited just for the case. Remember those old VHS cases?
I have a ton at my house.
Yeah, like that's.
I have all the Disney
so
classics, and I've got some old horror movies.
Man, that is so cool. I think that's so fun. So, if this sounds good to you, like pick up the VHS edition.
Play it, man.
If you don't, I'm gonna be very, very angry with you.
Very, very angry. He will be upset.
I will be.
He'll be mad.
You won't like me when I'm angry. Moving on. So next game is Valis 2 Collection.
Yep.
And this is one that you also can kind of take the lead on.
Okay, so I don't know a ton about the story, but I do know that when we originally covered the first Valis Collection, I think last year, or early on this year, I ended up going home and playing it, and I really like the Phantasm Soldier series. I think it's a cool gameplay mix. It's a lot more vertical than some other games are, but as you can see, this is more of the CD and Super Nintendo ones, I believe. This is Famicom? Super Famicom? It's got a cutesy aesthetic.
Oh yeah.
I remember this game now.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's coming back to me now. Yeah, it's got this cutesy aesthetic. I remember
an isekai, which is basically when an anime character wakes up in another world that isn't their own. That's why she's in the school uniform, but I believe she becomes some kind of warrior princess or queen.
This is awesome.
It's got shoot 'em up stuff. It's just really cool.
Yeah. This looks freaking awesome. So we got number 2 here, and this is our collector's edition, $89.99.
Yep.
Comes with a three sit of Valis acrylic standees, Galgear crest metal pin, 3 art cards, 18 by 24 poster, PVC armored Yuko keychain, the obviously physical copy of the game, and original outer box. Pretty cool little set. Nothing like super duper special here that I'm like really like excited about. There is no VHS tape, unfortunately. But if you're a Valis fan, you can definitely check out the collector's edition, but at least get the standard copy of it.
Definitely.
Because this is kind of a cool release, and we would like to support cool releases like this.
Absolutely.
All right. So that is it for our limited run games, and I think for our podcast. Yeah, we're gonna go and shut it down because it is currently 11 o'clock at night on a Saturday, it's been a long week. So we're gonna go and shut it down there. But before we do, if you got value out of this video, do us a favor, hit that like button.
I'll let that one slide.
Yeah, because I'm tired.
I don't have it in me to
gently
be a corporal defender for a like button today.
Gently stroke that subscribe button with the bell icon, and smash that comment section with what you guys think about the showcase. Is there a game that we should have talked about?
Yeah, did we miss
Pikmin.
anything?
Freaking, what was the other one? Persona game. Stuff like that. Like, is there a game that we're like, man, you guys gotta give this game a shot? Let us know in the comment section down below, or say anything else down there.
Yeah. Call us mean names.
yeah, I really don't care. We just need some content for our comment of the week and that
100%.
awesome animation. Oh my goodness! But with that being said, Luke
and Chris
signing out, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
God bless.